digital art. All right. And I believe we are live now. Do. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you are having a very nice Monday so far. I'm having a really, really good Monday because I just got food.
Oh. Whoa. Don't brag, Dave.
It's a big deal today. It's been
How many days?
4 or 5 days. I don't know, 115 hours. So I think that is the longest fast I've ever done. But it went pretty good, and now it is mission accomplished. So it just feels really nice having a full stomach. Plus,
Okay.
bonus, it's like super snowy outside, so it's basically a beautiful snow day, which I like.
I hope that you started with the V family one. Can't tell right now.
Yep, I've got the V's mom sketch of the month is up, and then after that we might get to Maid Marian, which is the fan art that you guys voted for January. But that will be a not safe for work stream because she has varying levels of attire. So once we do that, we'll switch over from our full range of broadcast destinations to just Picardo, because Picardo is where all the spicy things can be broadcast.
Oh.
Meanwhile, I'm going straight for my favorite thing in the world, burnt paper texture. There we go.
Ah, yay. Yeah, I noticed you put the little character sketches above on this one.
Yeah, I figured I did a little thumbnail, and then I've realized I don't need to use, like, this isn't going to take up all of the piece of paper, so I was like, I'll just keep them on the same piece of paper, and then it's like the originals will be more condensed. I don't know, maybe it'll be more fun that way or something. And I don't think I'm going to make this one fully colored entirely. I want to color V's mom in, but then the V and her dad in the lower left, I think I'm just going to have them be blocked in with silhouette colors, because that'll put a little more contrast on the V's mom colors. There we go, just some light texture in the back there. And we got a copy of the lines down there, so I can mess around with this without too much risk of doing something too goofy. So I'm going to separate that out as the thumbnail sketch. I think I'm going to erase it from this version. And then I can...
We're trying to predict, Dave, is she pink?
Is she pink? Actually, I will tell you what my thoughts are on this. I am actually going to experiment, because I don't know what color V's mom is yet. And I hate to, not to belittle our audience, but it's going to be a me and Liz discussion. You guys can feel free to suggest stuff, but me and Liz will have dictatorial power over character designs. I'm kind of thinking that we give V's mom pink hair, but I'm sort of thinking like tans, like warm tones for the skin, like cream and tan.
Really? Oh, I was thinking it would be pink skin, but you could do like a blondie white hair.
That might be good too. I'm gonna, once I get her blocked in, we can experiment with both. But I don't know, I had a real vision of like, oh, her mom has maybe her hair is pink, but her skin tone is like tans. So we'll see, because I don't want it to necessarily be like, oh, well, V's skin is pink, therefore one of her parents had to have pink skin. It's the only way, you know.
No, you're right. You have pleased the chat.
Oh, I have pleased the chat by telling them, I'm going to ignore whatever you suggest. I clutch all the power to my own hands.
No, they're looking at your picture. We haven't gotten to that yet.
Oh, okay, they haven't heard me. They haven't heard me being like, you will have no input. Well, as soon as the lag is over and they get to that part, they'll be like, wait a minute, this guy's a jerk. I'm starting to think he doesn't want a bunch of people collaborating with him. And before we get too into anything, I'm just cleaning up the very edges of the scan, so it looks nice and neat. Alright, let's start off with some character silhouettes. Not sure exactly what color it should be, but we'll experiment. I don't want something like too dark, but it does need to be a bit of value contrast from the backdrop, although we could always lighten the backdrop up too if that's an issue.
A little V kind of has like a little bit of a cross-eyed eye thing going on there, but I've seen people do that with kids a little bit. It's really cute.
Yeah, kids always, like, I've seen babies do that, where they're like, what? And they look at something, and then they go all cross-eyed, and it's like, do you have no
Oh,
self-awareness, you little 8-month-old?
That was so Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah. But no, that's a thing, like, babies and toddlers do, so I thought it would be fine to give V a little bit of a doi in this one.
Authors have the final say in things. That's tyranny. We're just pretending we can't read the chat. What's that? Turn the chat off. Click, 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 click.
They have ideas of their own, do they? Ban them all! I think being like a supervillain character relative to my own audience would be fun.
I wish, like, if there could just be like some sort of really annoying supervillain voice when streaming.
That's kind of what I've been doing here a little bit, I think. You'd think I'd be more laid back, having, I broke my fast, I am full of food and content, and it's a snowy day, and everything is delightful. Time to bring out the asshole!
You're feeling sassy because you got meat. I think you got meat. I don't know what you had. What do you have?
Well, actually, when, FYI for anyone listening, A, don't take medical advice from cartoonists. That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
So I'm just telling you what I do. When I break a fast, I don't want to break a fast with carbs and fat at the same time, because your body is looking to really grab all the resources it can since it's been in starvation mode. So if you have fat and carbs, it'll use the carbs for fuel immediately, because it can, and then it'll put the fat right back on your body. So for that reason, I like to, also, if you've been fasting for more than like a day, you don't want to just be like, time to break a fast, bam, food bomb. Your stomach has been on vacation, it's not ready for that. So the first thing to do is get some nice bone broth. Get some bone broth in there, nothing solid, and then that gives your stomach a chance to wake up and be like, oh, what, huh, we're back on duty? Okay, and then it gives your stomach to wake up, it can get the typical mucus lining regenerated, and then once you've gotten bone broth, probably about 20 minutes later, then you are ready for a little solid food. And so I like to break with lots of high nutrient protein and some fats. So today that was sardines, and I added some garlic in there because I was being saucy. Sardines, garlic, some chopped up kale, and a couple of eggs just to round it off. So that has me feeling very, very full and very happy right now.
All right, they're reading into you, sir.
They're reading into me? Uh-oh. Are they figuring out?
Got you figured out, sir.
They got my psychological profile. Their FBI behavioral lab expert has come and be like, actually, David's kind of a dillweed. It's like, uh-oh, they got me.
See, wait a minute. Remember, we said you were telling me dillweed. It wasn't an insult. It's totally an insult.
Well, see, I'm cleverly giving them an insult about me that's not actually insulting to buffer myself from the psychological pain of real insults, which obviously I can't tolerate.
All right. Am I correct in interpreting the context of this image? Did V not get to meet her mom?
I'm going to say yes. That is not a spoiler. That context is correct. V has never met her mother in person.
Yeah, we had to figure this out when you guys wanted this.
Yeah, as soon as you guys were like, "Oh, we want an illustration from V's childhood of V with her mom," it was like, "Oh, well, what should we do? Visiting a gravesite, you know?" V's mom, when she was pregnant, I'm not sure, and so we figured probably the best way to handle it was just to depict, like, well, how would V know her mom? And she would know about her mom from, what her dad has told her about her mom.
All right. Been wondering, will we see more about V parents in the future? Maybe she might not have a very heavy backstory as other, but have an itch to know about how things before the orphanage. I have heard in the upcoming Prelude arc, we're gonna have some backstory talk.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the full backstory. It's not like a 90,000 page backstory or anything, but there is a story to how V went from having a father to how she wound up at Grun's orphanage, and part of it is gonna. I think a little bit is gonna peek out in our current Prelude arc. I'm not sure if the whole thing will peek out exactly. It might. We might have some of it pop up in the graphic novel a little bit, but I think there is a story there, and it's going to be put into the books at some point.
If this was in Prelude Collection 3, it would have to be reformatted because that always has to be a landscape, and this is a portrait, Dave. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if once we're putting the book together and laying things out, I can jump back into the file and make things wide instead of tall. I have the power. I have the willpower.
We could have drawn them in the hospital when V was born. It's kind of like a hospital background. It's kind of less, yeah.
Yeah, we could have done many things, but I think what I liked best was V listening to her dad tell her about her mom. I just thought that kind of like hit the best note.
Is that V as a child with her dad? Yes.
Yes, it is.
That's what the patrons voted for.
Yep, backers voted for a little bit of V childhood illustrations, specifically juxtaposed with her mom, and that is what we are illustrating.
You've actually got people watching it on Twitch today. That's odd. Hi, people on Twitch.
People on Twitch? Wow, okay, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Are they offering to sell me followers? That's usually what we get on Twitch. Followers! All these followers! Buy followers!
Not yet, but I'm watching.
Okay, because I was going to say that all those opportunities in the past have slipped through my fingers. We don't want to miss that opportunity again if someone offers it. I'm so ready to buy followers. I just need...
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I'm pretty sure if you buy those followers, I'm gonna be blocking them all because they try to sell you stuff.
I'm pretty sure if we buy all those followers, they're literally just going to be a SIM card sitting in somebody's like loft in another country. Like, it's not going to be a human being. It's going to be like an account hooked up to a device that will then just like inflate the number that you see watching you for... I don't know, people always seem to be obsessed with the metrics on social media. Like, I get it. Like, you do want to have like a larger audience because it helps with, actually getting your work in front of people and making a good living off of it and stuff. But I don't know, to me, like, a big audience and a viable business is great, but it's not really the goal. It's just a necessary means to an end, and the ultimate end is that support is able to help us create more cool stuff for people. And I think that's why I really, really love doing what we do, is because I actually like the process of making the work. And I would do this, like, even if I was a billionaire and I never needed another dime and I never needed to work again, this is exactly what I would be doing. So
we have decided this is wholesome.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to go for a little bit of that. That's one of the things that impresses me about the readership so much. You guys are just awesome. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind a little spicy fan art now and then. Well, fan art, what is it called? Fan service. I don't mind the occasional bit of fan service. We have some fun. There's nothing terribly wrong with that, but I love the fact that we also have a range. It's like sometimes we get fan service, sometimes we get really heartwarming stuff, sometimes we get more technical lore related questions. It's just a really fun mix with our readership. So I don't know, thank you guys for being cool and having a range of interesting suggestions.
We've decided V's mom is cute.
Cute achieved. Well, her dad would definitely agree.
All right. Mammal might be taking the blame for this one. I don't know who put this in. This doesn't sound like Mammal.
Blame or credit? It's whichever word you want to use.
We've decided little V is also cute. She's a little bean.
Yeah, little V is like... It's the sort of thing where it's like, oh, I'd almost want to do some Prelude comics about, like, V when she was younger, but it's like, we got the other Prelude arc we're in the middle of, so can't just keep on making
You
comics
can't.
of comics of comics inception. There's no end to
No, you can't. No, I don't do that. How old was V when she arrived at Grunts?
it. Based on the illustrations we've drawn, I haven't actually put it exactly on the timeline relative to her birthday yet, which I'll probably have to do before we complete our prelude arc here. I want to say I would guesstimate 5 or 6, but that's subject to change, based on what we put in the books. As always, when we're talking about like lore and stuff on stream, uh, it's not really like officially canonical until it gets into a book, because at that point, hey, it's published, it's in print, it's set in stone, you can hang your hat on it. Meanwhile, if you ask us questions, we'll kind of give you our best guess of what we're thinking, but it's possible we may adjust things before they go in the book just to try to get everything as cohesive as possible. Coffee with coconut milk and almond milk in it this time. It's been it's been like a 5-ish, maybe I don't know how long. I don't know, 115 hours of just black coffee, so it's a treat to get it with the actual creamer now.
All right, so when you're gonna do a Muppet Babies version of the Dreamkeepers Babies, I think Prelude is as close as we're gonna get.
Yeah, I think Prelude is pretty much there. There's the occasional like just stream doodle and stuff of them as babies. I think there's one stream doodle where they were all as babies. I could be mistaken.
Well, it's like if I saw Center and Negrath with that prompt.
Yeah, I've seen Sinter and Igrath as babies.
Weird.
What's weird about Sinter and Igrath being babies? They were babies at some point. That's a thing.
No, I don't know that. Hey, I watched Muppet Babies when it was on the air as a kid, but
Are you bragging to me right now? Because I did too. I can match that.
I'm bonding.
Muppet Baby. It was so cool how they had all the clips from Star Wars and Indiana Jones and.
Yeah, I know, and they can't like put those on DVD or show them anymore because of the copyright issues, which is bullshit because Disney owns all them now.
Yeah, well, Disney's not the greatest about sharing their toys.
No,
But I
they're
guess
not.
back in the day, it was a nice side benefit of George Lucas and Jim Henson kind of being BFFs. And then Disney decided to kill Jim Henson. It's too bad.
Yeah. All right. They say this is fun to watch come together. Yay! Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you were having fun. I think I can fade this silhouette out just a little bit. Yeah, just lower the opacity a touch. Because I don't necessarily want it to be like tons darker than everything. I just want to pop it out from the background a little bit there. And I think that is mission accomplished. And now we get to work on V's mom.
Yep, just letting you guys know in case you didn't hear it earlier, this is going to be a quick one today, and then we're going to move over to a not safe for work to work on Maid Marian. So YouTube and Twitch are going to shut down, and Picardo's going to be exclusive.
Yeah, so if you're watching this on a YouTube, Twitch, or X, like, thank you. But also, later on, when we switch over to this piece, it's censored right now, it's fine. But we're going to get working on this piece after I finish Sketch of the Month. And when we do that, we are going to be switching over exclusively to Picardo because they are more conducive to naughty, uncensored drawings.
Because it's cool and classy. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure if I told you, Dave. I told you yesterday about the saga of trying to get your very rare dark chocolate that you can have.
Oh yeah, they're discontinuing the chocolate chips.
I know, it's so hard. But anyway, so I was talking to the seller, and I cooked up a deal with him where he would open up an exclusive link so I could get more of it.
Hey, nice.
I know, and I got it. But I told him, because I like to do this in DMs to entertain myself, I told him I was trying to fill an entire bathtub.
Does he now think that you're like very cool and healthy and normal, like, of sound mind?
Well, he told me he wanted me to send a photo of it when, when I got the chocolate.
Oh, he's calling you on your bluff. Now when you don't fill a bathtub with chocolate, he's gonna be like, you line sack shit.
No, and I told him no, it's mine, but thanks for the chocolate. Yeah. I didn't want to send him like an AI pic because I thought that'd be lame, and I got nothing over here. So it's like, you know what? No, it's mine.
Yeah, you can't tell people I'm gonna fill a bathtub with chocolate and then send them like an AI pic. Like that's I don't think it's technically fraud, but it seems like it's not cool. You got to really fill a bathtub with chocolate if you're bragging about that online.
Well, we talked a little bit, and I somehow expanded it. Now it's a hot tub because he opened that extra thing for me. So
Now it's an Olympic-sized swimming pool of chocolate.
oh, that's what I should have done. Was like, oh, now it's actually an Olympic-sized swimming pool. It won't fit in the photo. Yeah, I didn't get that crazy.
It's time we improved the ocean with chocolate. That would be some supervillain stuff, like a chocolate-based villain with a plot to make the whole ocean chocolate.
I would like, you know what never happens? The heroes always stop them in time, and instead you should just let them do it and realize it doesn't work.
What do you mean
Like,
realize it doesn't work? They would fill, the ocean would be chocolate, it'd be too late, all the fish would die. You can't let that happen.
Well, no, I mean, like, he dumps chocolate in the water, and it just kind of like doesn't really spread out. It's like, oh, sometimes just let them do it. Just realize the impotent failure.
Well, no, because
You
he
don't
would
have
have
to do
a
anything.
he would have like a supervillain plan where it would work. Like I don't know how you make the whole ocean chocolate, but he would concoct like some sort of a chocolate multiplication device, where you toggle it on and it shifts the molecular structure of H2O and like adds the correct molecules to make it into whatever the molecular structure of chocolate is. I don't know, sodium, H2O, like N. So yeah, no. There'd be first you have a villain with a plausible plan that is dangerous, and then the hero has to stop him. It's no fun if
Well,
the
no,
villains
the
are just
thing-
like always doing stuff that would never even. Like Joker's like, I'm going to kidnap the president by telling jokes in the park all day. Ha 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 ha! And Batman's like, well, that's not gonna. Okay, have fun. That's not a dramatic
Well, no.
episode.
Well, no, but you see, the thing is, Batman has to take that very seriously at all times, even though it's completely pointless. But I'm just saying, these villains are just so impotent. Like, it really should get to the point. It's like, okay, whatever, dude.
Not all of them. Like we've been watching Batman the animated series lately, or trying to, and some of those villains have cool plan. Like, granted, they might not work in real life, but in the cartoon reality of Batman the animated series, they totally work.
There are fires starting for absolutely no reason, and then Batman always has to save these villains. It's
Lots
so
of
weird.
fires, lots of gas-based weapons, which isn't it? I thought I heard someone say that was because of standards and practices wouldn't really let the villains like shoot people with guns too often.
Yeah, that's what I told you, but then we saw a lot of old Tommy guns that they could get away with. So I just don't know.
Yeah, apparently the censors back then were like, listen, we can't have anyone using guns because kids are going to then decide it's a good idea to use guns. We can't show that, can't show it. And then the animator's like, what about Tommy guns? They're old. No one has these anymore. And then standards and practices are like, oh, you found my weak spot. Tommy guns, you're good. Put them in there. But no shooting people with Tommy guns. Just have them shoot the ceiling, which is kind of what they did.
No, that's not true.
No, I saw a lot of ceiling shooting. Those ceilings did not survive. They'd be like, this is a
disagree.
stick-up! And they'd shoot the ceiling, and then Batman would come in and...
No, there was that one, we saw that one where Batgirl was jumping around and then they like shot around her.
Oh, that's true. There is the occasional, like, they're not allowed to shoot people, but I have seen a couple times where Batman would just be standing in the middle of fucking nowhere. Someone would, like, walk up to him with a Tommy gun, just come, like, 20 feet away. Like, there's no dodging this. Fully automatic fire, like, you're toast. And the guy will start blazing away with his Tommy gun. And he'll be like, like, there's a good, like, second of fully automatic fire where Batman's like, oh, I should do something. And then, like, he'll sort of, like, do a cartwheel or, like, roll to the side. and he just like nothing hits him. It's like holy, like no, dude, Batman would be Swiss
Holy shit,
cheese.
Batman.
This is not realistic. Like, so it doesn't count if you're shooting at a bat thing, a Batman, a Batgirl, because everybody knows bullets don't hit them. It just doesn't happen. It can't happen.
I love that show, but I was making fun of it so hard. I had some good singers.
Oh yeah, well I mean I love it, but like riffing on it out of love, I think is half the fun.
Yeah. His robe was so short. Wow.
Oh yeah, if you
I
ever
still can't get
watched
over
the
it,
old
though.
Batman the Animated Series, maybe people just had short robes back in the day. His robe was
No,
very.
that was like a Playboy Mansion robe. That was nuts.
I was starting to wonder if like is Alfred playing a prank on Bruce? He like every day he just goes in like snip snip another inch, Sir Wayne. We'll see how long it takes for the master to notice. Eventually just got to be like Batman walking around in a sleeved mini skirt inside of his mansion.
Yeah, there was a fair amount of shooting at people, but how often did someone get shot? And that's my debate here. Is I don't think they were allowed to.
I'm not sure if I ever saw a person actually get hit with a bullet. That's not really a thing in those cartoons. Sometimes too, like you would have situations where clearly in the story someone is supposed to die, but they're not allowed to show anyone dying ever. So they're just like, well, we can't show that. One example is like when Batman is on this blimp with the Scarecrow and the fear gas, and the henchmen are there and they're gonna shoot him, but the fear gas is getting around, and one of the henchmen gets hit with the fear gas, and he's like, his greatest fear is going back to prison. He's like, no, I'll never go back. Anything but that. And then so what he does is he literally tries to commit suicide by jumping out the window of the blimp. He's like, yeah, like falling all the way down. And so it's like, okay, yeah, that's supposed to be based on the tone and the story content. This guy is supposed to off himself because he was so terrified of the prospect of going back to prison. And that's pretty cool. That's pretty grim. But then they have to show in this one little extra shot where he's like, pff, and he lands on like one. I think they even made the tree like sarcastically small because they had to. He lands on one sarcastically small tree. Just like, pff, and it's like, oh, fortunately I'm totally fine. And then they go back to Batman fighting the Scarecrow, and it's like, really? I don't think that he would be totally fine here. I think that even if he landed on that tree, he'd be street pizza.
Yeah, and then the Ninja Turtles would save the day because it's street pizza.
Yeah.
Also, the old X-Men show technically got away with showing a corpse on screen, but it's just a foot. Oh man, Dave, that was what I forgot. I wish for February fan art, which is coming up, I wish you could have done like the X-Men girls. They are so cool.
I know, but like I don't know, sort of the wheelhouse, the flavor we've established with
but,
Vivid
I mean,
is more like
variety. You can't just like you're gonna run out of furry girls. I gotta show a little variety here. Like
I do like variety. I'd like to do some Batman girls or some X-Men girls. That'd be fun. Like if I have extra time, but you know I probably won't. I'm trying to get like books done. I'm trying to get Volume 6 out. I'm trying to get Ascension out.
Well, no, I know. I'm just saying, like, the next time they have the fan art voting, if there's an extra spot, I'm going to throw one of them in and see how it does.
Oh, are you allowed to enter things in the fan art vote? I guess I can't stop you, can I?
Hazen did once. And I tell you, I got Maid Marian in there because there was an extra gap. Look what I did.
Crimes.
Don't do that. I know.
Major crimes.
Everybody wins when I play. Everybody wins. Anyway, there's an episode of Gargoyles that they have heavily censored or removed completely, and it's the one where Broadway accidentally shoots Eliza.
I forgot about that.
And it's like a lesson on guns.
Should be a lesson on trigger control. Very goofy. Broadway playing with guns.
Yeah, shoots the police officer.
So I forget why he shot her exactly. Was he like asking for drug money and he was mad that she didn't give it to him or something?
Hold on a moment. Hi. I need to ban a robot because their sub advertising is not convincing.
There's submarine advertising?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, sarcastically small is a great way to put it. I don't remember that tree, but
The tree was barely
yeah.
bigger than the guy. Like, he fell from like
Yeah.
2,000 feet in the air. There's no way. There's no way he made it out of that.
We
Yeah.
got more people on Twitch here than usual. That's weird.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to the stream, everyone. I hope you're having fun. If
Yeah, just letting you know again, we're gonna do this picture, but we have to turn off Twitch and YouTube later because we're gonna have some not safe for work fun with Maid Marian,
yeah,
and that'll be exclusively on Picardo.
yeah. It's not like
Might actually remember to.
I'm not like
No.
trying to necessarily inflate our Picardo audience or anything, but it's just that Picardo allows saucy content and the other ones don't, so that's just the way it is.
I'll try to remember to put the link into Picardo before we turn it off. Yeah, in Gargoyles, he picked up her gun, was looking at it, and accidentally pulled the trigger because he had no idea how it worked. No, actually, I remember, and I've seen it on DVD. He is holding it and like playing with it, like he's aiming and pretending to shoot with it, and then it goes off accidentally and shoots her. Cut to commercial.
Oh man, Alec Baldwin moment, very awkward.
Oh, you're so bad.
I'm bad. I've never shot anyone. I'm doing pretty good, if I say so myself.
Well, you're not a gargoyle.
That's true. Not yet.
Not yet.
I've been watching some YouTube videos, and I'm convinced if I can fast for long enough, I will become my true gargoyle self.
My gargoyle sauna.
No joke. I think
Sorry,
people were making
no.
gargoyle saunas back in the day when that was on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave, they still do. There's a little group of them still doing it.
How little of a group? How can I get in this group?
Well, there's one guy, and you have to draw them, you know, having relationships with each other.
One guy
And they
having
all look
relationships
like-
with.
Anyway.
They're not all.
And they all look like Brooklyn, but they're recolored.
Oh.
Because there's no creativity when you design a gargoyle anymore.
It's just like the Sonic OCs. Everybody's Sonic OC is just like a Sonic color Sonic character recolored.
Yeah.
I like the motif where everyone is like name the hedgehog. Try it. If you're in chat, you can look up your name, the hedgehog, on Google. You will find your Sonic OC. I promise you it's out there.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Liz, you want to try it out? Look up Liz the Hedgehog on Google. I dare you.
No.
I double dog dare you.
No, I'll do that later. Anyway, here's one for you. When are we going to see art of Dave and Liz's gargoyles?
Perhaps sooner than you think. I've been working on a lot of gargoyle-themed artwork behind the scenes. I haven't, actually, but that'd be fun.
Oh, no, you don't. We don't share personal Dave and Liz art with you, peons. That's for personal use.
For legal reasons, we can't show this gargoyle-based artwork publicly. The backlash would be extraordinary.
Heavily censored gargoyle art.
Dave and Liz's fetish discovered. Insane gargoyles fan art. Just draw ourselves as gargoyles at all times when we're on stream. Someday we'll release the book. It's hundreds of pages.
All right, what would be V's parents' response to their kid in Troika?
Oh, I don't think that they would be happy about that, because no one wants their little girl to grow up and like be jumping around in front of nightmares, getting shot at by the police. It's probably not like their optimal scenario for their daughter.
I'm kind of questioning your colors on this characters. Like, I'm cool with the pink hair if you want that. Don't forget the two-tone on the hair.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a little concerned that skin color reminds me of Cindy a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna, once I block it in, I'm gonna copy the layer and then we can play a little bit if you want to make suggestions. But right now I'm just getting the areas defined so we know what we gotta work with.
At least it's insane and not kinky. Well, if we're talking about the gargoyle art that we can't show you. I think it's insane and kicking.
That's the strangest of kinks. Kinks too kinkified for you to comprehend.
Ew. Ew.
You don't know what they can do with their wings.
They can tie him in a knot. They can tie him in a boot.
You know, they used to have gargoyle conventions for a while. It's called the Gathering.
That's the perfect name for a gargoyles convention. I applaud them.
All the costumes were terrible.
Yeah. I'm gonna save this.
Yeah.
I gotta actually rinse my eye out really quick. It's tearing up, but I'll be right
wait.
back.
Oh, are you having that eye problem I had because of the humidifier net? We'll talk.
No, that's fine. I just need to rinse it out real quick.
Okay. We'll talk later.
Yeah, perfect.
All right.
Terrific.
You back?
I'm back.
No, the gargoyle art is not. The internet can't handle the gargoyle art. It's not ready.
You can't handle the sick gargoyle porn I have created.
Oh, the sound delay on Picardo's crazy. Dave is still drawing there. Yeah, I don't understand that lag. I don't know the lag on that one. I ignore it. I pay attention to the chat in Picardo, but I just ignore the visuals here because it's so off. I check YouTube and Twitch for the accurate picture.
And I don't look at anything because
I know you don't.
I have a one-track mind.
That's good. You just do whatever you want over there. It's fine.
Whatever I want is fun stuff. Later today, I think I've got on the drawing board some Theophanies sketches because I got the lore for that district all mapped out, literally. So I need to just make a few little cool sketches to pretty up the book when we're in that section.
Yeah. Do you think your eye was acting up because it snowed and it threw off the dryness again?
I don't think so. I think that my top theory, because it's not like, it doesn't seem like I'm alleviating dry eye stuff lately since we got the humidifiers.
Yeah.
It seems like there's just a little residual like skin oil that might like gradually seep down and hit the border, and so that's why as soon as I rinse it off, it's fine.
Okay, well, I've got those nice washcloths. That hot water on there is so, like, just hot washcloth on your face is fine. Try that. It's so good.
I might go to the spa one of these days.
AKA laying sideways with a cloth. Exactly.
Time for luxury. I'm gonna put a hot piece of cloth right on my face. Right on my face.
Don't knock until you try it. You have no idea.
Ultimate experience they don't want you to know about.
But you can just put a hot cloth on your face and not pay $80. Yeah.
The government doesn't want you to know this, but all right, Liz, what do you think about these for baseline colors for V's mom?
Yeah, I don't like that tip color being the same color as the nose.
You don't like the tip color, hair color being the same color as the nose?
No, I don't.
We can change the nose to something else.
Because I'm a brat.
What if we made the nose tip gray? Because that sort of leads back a little bit into the fact that V has some gray patches. I know she mostly gets those from her dad, evidently, but...
Oh, gray? No. Her V's nose isn't gray. Don't do gray.
Well, you don't like pink and you don't like gray, so now it's up to
No, I'm
you
just
to
saying no.
give me instructions. What color do you want?
Okay. I can tell you the V peach nose. Her like V's nose is peach. Take it over to the mom. Do that.
Oh, it looks good.
Told you.
I kind of like
You
the.
got gray patches. Isn't she pink and black? Technically, we don't use a solid black when we color things that are supposed to be black. We have to do a very dark gray due to shading. So technically, based on lighting, it looks like a black. But if you check our swatch, it's a very dark gray. It's kind of mixy matchy.
Now I'm gonna try a version. I copied it, just with like V's actual pink and gray colors.
Yeah.
I like the version where she actually has tan skin tones more. I think that creates a little more variation.
Yeah. No, I see that. Yeah, you're. Ooh, I don't know. I like both.
Well, I know pink and
Yeah, but,
black
you know, I
always
like-
look good. Looks good together.
I like that high contrast. You know, I've got that weakness for the pink black high contrast every time.
Yeah.
High contrast.
Of course, now we can play the game where it's like, what if we fade them together?
What are you doing?
43% opacity. Hmm. I don't know. I'm gonna try the tan colors, but I'm gonna make the darker tan a little bit more of a value contrast, and we'll see if we like that. But I'm sort of liking the earth tones on V's mom. I think that gives her a little bit more of a, like a homey feel, if that makes sense. Less like a punk rocker, skateboarder type of thing.
My homie.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
All right, what do you think about
Reminds me of the-
higher
Still reminds me of the Cindy colors. a lot.
higher value contrast on the tans? How do you like that?
Neutral. It's your show. I don't care.
I don't care anymore.
I love that he's talking about her in a speech bubble like the fucking Sims.
Yeah. Because, like, I'm not sure if you know, but this is V's. Well, you probably can tell it's V's mom. That's what they voted for, and we're like, oh, V enjoying time with her mom as a child. Like, do we show her at the gravesite, or so we thought this would be like the sort of like the most like cute way to display it, because that's how she knows about her mom, is through her dad.
It's so cute when you guys provide prompts trying to dig into story like that. We're like, ooh, how do we do that?
Like, do you not want them to do that? Like, of course they're going to be curious and ask about it.
No, it's okay. It's just like a little game of tightrope over here when they do that. Because I know what they're doing.
We let it on the poll. It's our fault, if you want to say there's a fault. All right, so here's
I know what-
my opinion. My opinion is this. Liz, look at it. If there's any
Look.
vetoes you got in there that you want to distribute, let me know. But I kind of like this for V's mom.
No, I'm fine with it. I'm glad you did the eye color like that. Like, moving those colors over. I'm pleased with this.
All right, I'm
Do
gonna
whatever you
make
want,
these earlier drafts red. I'm gonna merge these. This is green because that's the one we're going with.
Okay, yeah, hey, but why did you leave those sketches up in the upper left? I thought you were going to erase those.
I can. I just thought it might be cute to leave the thumbnail scribbles up there. But
No,
especially
it
if we
looks
make a
pretty
print of it, it actually kind of looks a little sloppy, so I might just turn them off.
Exactly. Yeah, take those off. Actually, you know,
Poof.
I think we could get away with a print of this. This looks better than I thought it was going to. It might be worthy of that.
Especially
I don't know,
because
how do you feel?
I'm gonna pop just a little cell shading on there.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't know you were gonna do that.
Yeah, well, it'll take me like 5 minutes, and then I'll get on to Maid Marian and take care of our fan art for the
Yeah, you
month.
pulled this off in less than an hour. So.
It's one of my skills. All right, so that's V's mom's color. I like it.
Can you talk about what happened to V's mom, or is that lore spoiler stuff?
I don't think it's lore spoiler stuff because I'm not planning on having like a story deep dive into the topic. I think it's just nothing too crazy. She just didn't make it through childbirth. Sometimes that happens. Kid survived, not the parent.
Yeah, that's why when you guys suggest this in the chat and they're in the hospital, I'm like, ah! You know, I got to admit also, when women are giving birth in a hospital, it's not the, like most happy, relaxing, everyone looks great kind of thing. So it's really hard to make that look good.
It's hard to be like, let me get my makeup just perfect on the hospital bed here.
Is that what people think? That it's like everything is just all like Rugrats movie happy?
Sometimes. Gonna have a runway show of pregnant moms in the hospital on birthday. Going down the runway. Do 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 do.
Cell shading. That's something I was really liking about Batman animated series is that the lighting switched around and the cell shading was good. I have a hard time doing cell shading in animation.
Yeah, like they had such good cinematography. The storyboarding was so on point. The lighting, the music too. The music just amped everything up to like they just nailed the flavor they were going for, of like sort of this like melodramatic Art Deco, cool, slightly cartoony,
Yeah.
just perfection.
That's the thing I missed most about it was like how, like Gotham is sort of supposed to be like Chicago. And they had like the Art Deco thing going on for that. I mean, they did that a little bit in some of the Superman cartoons too, but it was really, really prevalent in the Batman cartoons. And just the atmosphere and, like you said, the cinematography and the music and stuff, everything was just perfect.
Yeah.
Like it couldn't have been any better.
Those elements were so strong that even if there's like occasionally like a goofy or like maybe not the best storyline in a script, it's like the aesthetics were so strong that it would still carry it for me. And most of them were pretty well written too, especially I was like kind of excited with some of the issues they were getting into, because it's like as an adult I kind of think it's cartoony, but it's still engaging and interesting. And so I know people now seem to think, oh, you have to dumb everything down for kids. I don't think you do. Like there was a plot line where Batman was getting really frustrated because he's like, oh, there's a headline he's looking at, Penguin like released again, judge decides like there's not enough to prosecute, so it's like there's actually issues with judges just letting criminals go, and Gotham's like, why am I even doing this? I feel like this is all just like totally pointless. And
like I know you liked it a lot. I still kind of side with like if Batman drops the Penguin off, like here's the Penguin, and there isn't any evidence because Batman's not going to testify if anything happened.
Well, yeah, like
of course we're gonna let the Penguin out early.
Like the first few episodes, it's like that wasn't really on their radar, and then they started having that kind of be a thing. Like Harvey Dent was all about like getting reelected on this, and he had this like big raid where he got Rupert Thorne finally. Oh yeah, I've done it. I've like got this big mass criminal, and then suddenly he gets the word. Oh yeah, the like one of the other district attorneys, a judge threw this out. A judge said that he has no choice but to let him go just because of the evidentiary procedures that weren't followed. And then Harvey Dent is like, what? What do you mean? Everyone in this town is corrupt, like. So I'm just saying, like, themes like that, like about like actual corruption in the law enforcement process, or even just like, challenging things in due process that you have to go through. It's interesting that they would put that into a kids show. And obviously that didn't make it ineffective at reaching children.
Well, no, the thing is, like, the kid doesn't have to understand, a judicial process. What they understand is that Harvey got mad because he didn't get his way. How relatable to children.
Yeah, the thing is, like, also, I think people tend to, this annoys me so much when people in the entertainment industry think that they can just make stupid crap because it's for children. That's one of my pet peeves. It's like, no, you don't make stupid crap because it's for children. Like kids are smart. Kids, like, well, not all kids, but some kids are very smart. They're always absorbing information.
Oh, I have
They're like
seen
a sponge.
some kids that are not smart.
Yeah, but I'm saying, look, you sort of write for the smarter ones, because even the ones that don't get it, that's fine. But the thing is, they know there's something there that they don't understand. They know there's something there that's kind of like a little interesting. It's kind of like grown-up related. It's like law enforcement and judges and complicated stuff. And ooh, look how mad this character is. And so they're interested and engaged. And the fact that there's a bit of a mystery there, a bit of a gap in their knowledge about how the world works, I think probably makes it still very effective for kids. They don't need to understand it to know that it's like interesting and dramatic, and that there's something there that maybe they'll understand better when they get older. So I don't know, I just think that cartoons should not be like totally dumbed down. As long as they do the job of being actually entertaining and visual and like good, all this quality stuff, then I think they can actually fit like some more complex themes in there, and I think that's actually probably a good thing for kids.
Well, yeah, that's what I remember when growing up. It's like whenever there was kind of like an adult joke in a cartoon or a movie, it doesn't have to be censored for kids. It's going to go over the kid's head, but the kid kind of like tries to write it in their head, like, oh, here's what that means. And they kind of cook up their own little fantasy of what that is to explain it to themselves,
Yeah. So I don't know, Batman the Animated Series, solid stuff. It totally holds up. All
I
right.
think it does. Yeah.
I'm just going to add a gradient on these eyes, but then I think Sketch of the Month is ready to rock, and I'm going to switch over to Maid Marian after this. And we'll be on Picarto
hold on.
only.
Gotta get the same with Batman. That's how you make lawyers. No, that's how Batman makes villains. Because he.
Batman is like, my body is a machine that turns lawyers into villains. All right, Sketch of the Month. I'm going to save this. It's ready to rock. Now, if you are watching this stream on X, YouTube, Twitch, any other platform, we are going to be moving over to picardo.tv/dreamkeepers.
Alright, hold on. You wait for me. I gotta grab that link and put it in there to help them.
Yeah, okay. Liz is going to give you a link, so I will idle here for a moment. Save.
So you
It's all
can go to
good.
where the main chat is. So if you're over 18, you can continue to see Disney being over 18 coming in here.
Yeah, so this is what we'll be coloring for the last half of the stream, getting the sketch of the month. Or I'm sorry, not the sketch of the month, the fan art of the month. Colored up. Adults only, because I'm going to do a safe for work layer on this. We'll get some variants, but first I'm going to be shading the base layer here, so
Putting
grown-ups.
clothing on her later.
Yeah, grown-ups only. Can't see concentric circles if you're not of age. And picardo.tv/dreamkeepers is where we're going to be doing that as soon as I get the green light from Liz.
Yep, we're clear now.
We're clear?
You can shut it down.
All right, so I'm going to press the stop streaming button on these other places. Adios, folks. We'll be streaming again on Friday.